everyone, Sam here with HorrorMom.com, and I've got a movie for all the moms out there for this weekend being Mother's Day. I wanted to pick a movie that has an emotional relationship between mother and child, and this movie definitely has that. This movie is called Don't Knock Twice, and it's from 2016, and in Don't Knock Twice, we are introduced to Jess, who is a now successful sculptor, and she's desperately trying to reconnect with her teen daughter Chloe by regaining custody of her. However, Jess soon realizes that Chloe is entangled in a chilling urban legend known as Baba Yaga, which is a demonic witch known to inhabit haunting locations and is awakened when one knocks twice on her door. One knock awakens her and two knocks summons her. And once you've summoned her, there is no escape. I really like this movie. And there is way more to the story than just the folklore of the witch. And there's definitely some twists along the way. The relationship with Jess and her daughter Chloe is why I wanted to drop this video for Mother's Day. It is such an emotional relationship. It's filled with Jess's regret of having to give Chloe up due to her addiction. And now Chloe is giving Jess resistance with trying to gain Chloe's custody and trust and love. There are several heartfelt moments in this movie between the two of them. And Jess is played by Katie Sackhoff and Chloe is played by Lucy Boynton. And I think they both give very intense and memorable performances. And I like the fact that both of these characters are very vulnerable in what's going on with Baba Yaga, but also with what's going on in their life. Jess is trying to regain custody of a teen daughter, which of course, teen daughters we know can be very volatile. And she is a prior addict. And so you get this child and you're trying to do everything right, and then all of a sudden you have to deal with this urban legend, and she's not really sure what is going on with Chloe. She's not sure if this is real or if Chloe is trying to punish her for giving her up as a young child. But there is just a lot going on, and Chloe feels, resentment towards her mother because her mother gave her up. Why couldn't she have kept her? Why couldn't you have got through your addiction when I was still here? And that's part of the heartfelt moments. I think that they really address all those issues. So in the end, you have two characters that you're very invested in and you actually care about what's going to happen with them in the end. I also wanted to mention that this movie does not take place in America. It takes place, I believe, in the UK, which makes the whole idea of this urban legend and folklore much more realistic. It's not a story that we've ever heard in the US, and they're kind of in like a countryside type of a setting where it's very rural and it seems like there's like small villages, and it just kind of gives that vibe of, it makes this more believable that there is a Baba Yaga, and just the lore behind that is pretty interesting. I like the parts where they're kind of explaining what this is all about. I think they touched on it just a perfect amount to make you wonder, but not too much to give anything away. And Don't Knock Twice is a very fast-paced film. There's actually a lot going on, not just what's going on with Chloe and Jess, but there's also a missing child. You have the character of Mary, who is suspected of being the witch. You have a very involved detective. And Jess's friend Tira, who seems to have some insight into Chloe's demonic pull the witch may have over her. And did I mention that it's scary? Because this movie is quite scary. There is a lot of scares and chilling imagery. Every time I watch this movie, I feel like I notice more of that than the last time I watched it. Even this last time when I just watched it yesterday again, because I wanted to rewatch it for the video, and I was like, dang, there's a lot more scares in this than I thought. And overall, I think Don't Knock Twice is just a very creepy, underrated film. It's one I come back to watch and rewatch often, and I definitely want to recommend it to you. For a score, I'm going to give it a 7.75. You can find this movie on AMC, or you can rent it for $2.99 on Amazon Prime. And I promise you guys, if I see that it is anywhere else like Pluto TV or Plex, some of the other ones we've talked about, I will post on the channel to give you a heads up. And I know that it moves around. I've seen it on Netflix before. I've seen it on Prime. It's just one of those ones that moves around. So keep your eye out for it, but it's definitely worth the rental price. So let me know in the comments if you guys like this one. Did you get scared? Did it get ya? I just think overall it's a really good horror movie. So you guys have a great rest of your weekend. If you're a mother, I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day, and I hope that you get to relax or do whatever it is that you want to do. And I will see you in the next one real soon. Bye-bye.